I stood up right here and I seen a shadow.
For a moment you were just in awe because it was just so beautiful.
Welcome to Allied Paranormal's Investigation Files, our look into local Michigan hauntings. This case involves a long-time family home, with the continuing history of strange happenings. There are claims of moving objects, myths, spirit lights, disembodied voices, and full-body apparitions. After many years of witnessing these events, the family asked Ally for help. We traveled to Montrose, Michigan to find out what is real and what's imagination.
But they say they used to rent this just the front, right here. It was a cabin, and they would rent it to people that was going by to Flint. There was a dirt road, and they would go by in wagons. When we moved here, it's still going on. Hear foot steps in the kitchen, like somebody's coming. Like you get up at night and you look and there's nobody there. And then when I'm sitting here around, I hear a ball over there, and it rolls like this, and it goes right there, and then it rolls down and it falls. Well, all kinds of noises too,
Yeah.
Like somebody goes in my room and I put the flashlight and because I think somebody's going in there and there's nobody. And you hear that often,
Yeah.
if you pay attention. And then the one time that Roy and I, little Roy, we were sitting, he was sitting there and I was sitting here, and we saw a puff of smoke come from the fireplace and went up that way and disappeared. And this corner, I'm afraid of that corner, I don't know why.
The right hand corner?
Yeah, right here, by the left there. I always think I'm gonna see somebody sitting there. But I never have, but And I heard a little kid start to run from the door over there. And he ran real fast and laughing, and he hit the sink. And then that was it. It was quiet after that.
When was it true that they said that Thea Hopi saw nuns coming from the back?
Oh yeah. She said she saw, I think, 2 nuns coming from the back.
And they just disappeared?
I guess, yeah, because they never made it up here. She went to look on the door and there was nobody there. Somebody told me one time that some guy they were planning to break in, and but they didn't, because they come to the door, and when they were about to break in, they saw a man standing in the kitchen. And then they ran, they took off. I think it was Barbara's case, but I'm not too sure.
And the soldier came right through. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, ask your grandma. It's supposed to be a dead soldier, supposed to be living, haunting the house. It's a soldier, it's supposed to be passed. Some spirits don't want to leave and just want to hang on, and don't want to go through the passing or whatever. I believe in that stuff, That's all good,
The case presents us with a rare opportunity to explore and study an area more closely. The property stretches over 10 acres and has been in the family for 50 years. 3 generations have lived and experienced things on the property. There is a theory over why the activity has lasted for so long. Water could be a key to the mystery. The main house is found here at the front of the property. 2 man-made ponds surround the land, one to the north and one to the south of the property. A small creek just west of the home connects the 2 bodies of water. It has been said that still water can trap spirits. 2 sources of energy are also present. Power lines cross the property here, and the heavily traveled highway is to the east. It is possible that the power lines and the heavy traffic funnels enough energy into the area to sustain the activity here. There are also different claims between the land on both the east and west sides of the creek.
We were waiting for the second team to get done with their EVP session, and we were sitting out here and we heard a noise. Well, I heard a noise first, but we couldn't see in front of us at all because it was so dark. I heard, it's kind of hard to explain. It kind of sounded like, almost like someone on a scary movie just going like, woo. But I couldn't figure out what it would be, considering that we were in the van, and the only one else that was here was my grandparents, and they were asleep, so nobody was out here at all.
At one point, I thought I heard children outside, not surrounding, but kind of around, somewhere nearby us, outside around the van. And then the thing that we both heard at the same time, to me, it sounded kind of like a whoosh of wind, I guess.
But it wasn't windy.
Yeah, there was no wind, and it was kind of like in the sense of a voice rather than, nature making wind noises. I don't know, it was creepy, and for the rest of the time we didn't look out the windows or anything at all because it was so dark out there. And
yeah, we just kind of like sat here, and I was going to turn the light on. I think I did turn the light on, so he's just like, no, don't do that, so I turned the light back off.
It was an interesting night. Never leave 3 girls alone out in the pitch dark.
In a van.
Guess not.
Are there any children here? Was that a yes?
it too noisy out here for you now with all the cars going by? I know you're used to the wagons. Is it too noisy out here for you now with all the cars going by? I know you're used to the wagons. You hear tapping, is that you? You hear tapping, is that you? What's your name? What's your name?
We returned for a second night to investigate the woods on the west side of the creek. The second investigation came to a halt after strange noises were heard coming from the woods. Several of the investigators were no longer comfortable going out into the darkness.
See, now the guy has his dogs, I've seen them, they're on that side of the house. And we were hearing the dogs towards that way. They're still like 10 acres that way, so I don't see where anybody would have had dogs because they sounded too close.
Those didn't sound like normal dogs either.
It didn't sound like, it was weird. Angry
wolf packs of a spiritual nature.
Yeah, not your typical, not even your typical farm dog, really.
I think this is where we were standing when Flossie started hearing people talking in her ear. And we were back to back, each facing a different way. I felt what sounded like someone rushing up to you.
We thought we heard some very weird things that we weren't able to figure out what was making the sound.
And then at one point, Flossie said she just felt like she needed to get back in view of the cameras because it just didn't feel right out here.
This is where I saw the little shadow thing out here. I'm not sure what it was. It had red eyes though. Peeked around the corner. Most likely Native American, something to do with the land. Peeked around the corner. Most likely Native American, something to do with the land. To me, it sounded like drum beats. I mean, it was the fact that we had what sounded like Indian battle cry, the whoop whoop whoop, kind of coming out of the woods.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounded like. To me, anyways.
As we were packing to leave, the drum beat sounded as though they were getting closer, echoing over the treetops. Almost like we were being driven out or called back in.
With a long history and a possible explanation for the activity, this case is one we won't soon forget. The different types of activity still continues.
I mostly remember the dogs that didn't sound like actual dogs.
Yeah.
Not any dog I've ever heard anyway.
Where we heard the dogs, there's nothing back there.
My grandma recently had gone into the hospital, and me and my uncle had got to talking about the investigation that we had done at my grandmother's house, and he started talking to me about how he was sure that there was an Indian in the woods, because I believe he said he saw the Indian before.
If you or someone you know is in need of our free services, contact us today at allyparanormal.com.